Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Becca. This is Cosplay.and.books, the channel where I talk about books and then cosplay from the ones that I like the most. And today I will be talking about every single series I have started in 2023 and if I will finish them. So, I have started a lot of series this month, or this year. I have finished some of them, like Once Upon a Broken Heart, Caraval, These Hollow Vows. I've finished Good Girl's Guide to Murder, all of these books that I've started and finished, but I will be talking about all of these series that I have started this month and have not finished, whether that be because I just haven't finished the next book or because they're not released yet. I do have one that has a release coming out in, I think, August of 2024, which I'm very excited about. So let us get in to these books because I have a lot. First up, we have the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I've only read the first book and I have the whole series and I need to read it, but I've only read the first one. And I definitely want to continue this series. I think it is very good. I think it's very fun. I like the adventures in it and I think it's very interesting. And I don't know why I didn't read it sooner, you know? Next up, we have Death Note Black Edition. I have read the first 3 volumes of this, which is technically like the first 6 volumes of manga. So I only have 3 volumes left, and I absolutely want to continue this series. I love it very much, and I'm planning on finishing it hopefully in December to read the last 3 volumes. Next up, we have the Hannah Swenson books. I have read one book, which was Coconut Layer Cake Murder, which I read for Get a Clue. I did not enjoy this book, so I probably will not end up continuing on with the series. It's also like this book was like one of the last books in the series because you can read them like in a weird order. So, but I don't think I will continue the series. It's not really for me. It's too cozy in my opinion. So next up we have Spy Family, which I have only read 1 volume of, but I definitely plan on continuing this series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so much fun and I think it's very cute and I love the little found family aspect of it. Next up we have Fruits Basket. I've read the first 2 volumes of it. This is the 3rd one because it's just the one that I have checked out from the library, and I definitely plan on continuing this, as you could see because I have the 3rd volume. I really like this series. I think it's very interesting. I like the plot and I love the characters in it. So yeah, I definitely will be continuing this. Next, we have the Sisters of Salt series, which is A House of Salt and Sorrow and A House of Root and Ruin, which I have read A House of Salt and Sorrow, have not read this yet. Plan to, though. I definitely plan to finish this series. I don't know if it's only going to be these 2 books or if there's going to be more. I know this is a very recently new book. It came out this year, sometime this year. So I don't know if there's going to be another one or not, but I really enjoyed the first one. I liked the fantasy, but like paranormal aspects of it, and I think it is a very interesting story, and I'm definitely excited to read this one. Next, we have the Belladonna series by Adeline Grace. So we have Belladonna and Foxglove. I definitely plan on finishing the series. I absolutely love it. The 3rd one, the 3rd and final one, comes out in, I believe, August of 2024. And I'm very sad to see it go, but I definitely love this series so much. I just love the idea of a human falling in love with like death itself. And I love the idea. So I think this book is probably one of my favorites and I'm very excited for the 3rd one. Next we have the 100 Kingdoms series, which is To Kill a Kingdom, and another book that I can't remember the name of, but I think it's like a Rapunzel retelling. This is the Little Mermaid retelling. I do not plan on finishing this series. I don't even think it's really necessarily like a series. I think it's just like a in the same world, but I don't really plan on finishing it just because I really did not like this one. I don't know if it was the writing or just the story itself, but I did not enjoy it, so I will not be continuing. Next up, we have the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I have read Cinder and Scarlet, and I definitely plan on continuing this series. I read like half of Cress back in August, but never got to finish it, so I'm really hoping to finish it. And I really enjoyed the series so far. I like the retelling aspect, but in like a sci-fi world where there's like robots and aliens and cyborgs and blah blah blah, whatever. I definitely like the idea of it, and I really enjoyed the first two. I think Scarlet is currently my favorite, but I did really like Cress, so she might take that place. We'll see. I've also read the 2 graphic novels that are from this series, which I should have read after I finished, but I didn't know that I had to, which I enjoyed those as well. Next up, we have Daughter of the Pirate King, which I have only read the first book of, and I definitely plan on continuing this series. There's only 2 books left, I believe, which is Daughter of the Siren Queen and Vengeance of the Pirate Queen, I believe is what it's called. I do plan on continuing these because I really like the first one. I like the idea of like a siren being a pirate. I like that idea. Next is the Monsters series, which is Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. I really enjoyed this book, so I definitely will continue this series, you know, because it was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I need to get the second one. Next is the Inheritance Games, which I've read the main 3 books. I know there's the Brothers Hawthorne, and I don't know if the Grandest Game is, I think it's technically in the same universe, so technically the same thing. So I am counting them. And I definitely do want to read these. I just don't know when, because they're not like the most interesting to me right now. So I will read them, but I just don't know when. Next is the Splintered series, which is an Alice in Wonderland retelling. I have read the first one. I don't know if I'm going to continue this series because I didn't really enjoy the first one. Like, it was okay, but it wasn't like the greatest thing in the world. So I'm kind of debating if I have the time and like maybe a prompt on my TBR game or like a readathon I'm doing fits the next book, then maybe I'll read it. Who knows? Next is the Queen of Hearts series by Colleen Oakes. I read the first book. I do not plan on reading the rest. I did not enjoy it. I thought it was boring. I thought the main character was annoying, and I just didn't really like it. So that is a no for me. And the last one, shockingly, is Red Queen. I have read the first book plus a novella, and honestly, I probably will finish the series. I just haven't had the motivation to, because I've heard that as the series goes on, it's not as good. So, but I'm gonna try to block all of those thoughts out of my mind and just go in with blind as I can, and try to read it. So that is all the series that I have started in 2023, and if I will finish them anytime soon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below some series that you want to continue reading in 2024, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!